Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. It's official, the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury rematch will be held February the 22nd, 2020 in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. So see here on screen, this is a press release from Top Rank announcing it. Also, there's another press release which I have here, which is from the PBC, but they are identical. So I'll stick with the Top Rank one just because it's got the cooler banner of the two. You can see Wilder on the left, Fury on the right, February the 22nd, 2020, MGM Grand Garden Arena. We all knew this was coming. It was just a matter of when was this going to get announced. And I guess a few of us had been talking about, well, what's the hold up here? It's this less than 2 months out from the fight, no fight announcement. So maybe they had a few issues getting some details over the line, but obviously they've worked it out. And Fox is a big winner in this one. They have got the pay-per-view on the PBC side of the fence instead of Showtime. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But we'll go through the press release first. The long-awaited rematch of heavyweight titans is set as undefeated WBC champion Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder and unbeaten lineal champion Tyson the Gypsy King Fury will continue their rivalry in the ring on Saturday, February 22, live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas in a historic joint Fox Sports pay-per-view and ESPN Plus pay-per-view. And then it goes on to talk about ticket sales, which will begin one day after this announcement. So Wilder, he says, I'm happy and I'm excited that the rematch is finally happening. I want to give the fans what they want to see. I've been doing it with my last 3 outings, Fury, Brazil and Ortiz. They've been spectacular events, from my ring walks where I gather all the energy of the people to my uniforms that I wear to spread that energy. Then I give them what they all come for, the knockouts, and my knockouts have been amazing. I proved myself the first time and I'm ready to do it again. It was a very controversial fight. I promise my fans that there won't be any controversy with this one. I'm going to finish it. And then they have Tyson Fury saying, there is no more ducking and diving. The date has been set and the bomb squad is about to be securely detonated and the real champion crowned as the world watches on for the most anticipated fight in years. This is unfinished business for me, but come February 22nd, this dosser will finally get what's coming to him and I can't wait. And really, there isn't too much else to this press release. It officially confirms the fight February the 22nd, a couple of quotes, and that's all she wrote, with tickets going on sale a day after this is announced. So yeah, a little bit light on details, and perhaps this is just a case of, you know, they'd cleared Christmas, they just had to get this out here, instead of having to bring all the fighters together to have a formal and more official announcement, you know, a venue of some sort. They've just got it out here. They've only got less than 2 months to go now, so they need to promote this thing. And I had a couple of people saying, oh, well, they don't need to worry too much about promotion. Fox has got the Super Bowl, but with these sorts of events, you need to be really pushing it at all avenues, wherever you can, whenever you can, because it may not be something that people just want to initially just buy right off the bat. If you're a boxing fan like myself, you're going to buy it. But other fans who may be casual fans are going to take a bit more convincing. So expect the full court press in the next sort of 6 or 7 weeks from Fox in particular to really try get as many casuals interested in this fight as possible. And we saw from that fight with Luis Ortiz, the rematch, they actually did a very good job promotionally to push that fight. Probably helped it do better pay-per-view numbers than it otherwise would have been, because obviously that was a retread fight with not as much interest as the first fight. But they put it on pay-per-view, and depending on which numbers you believe, somewhere around 275,000 buys, there or thereabouts. The official numbers will never come out, but we'll take that as the number. I believe they wouldn't have done anything approaching that without the full court press from Fox. So Fox is going to be pushing this big time along with ESPN Plus. So I'm not sure if this is the first pay-per-view on ESPN Plus for boxing, but obviously they're going to need to put a little bit of energy behind this as well to try and get people on the ESPN platform interested, because ESPN Plus has a much smaller subscriber base than ESPN, which has, 80 odd million subscribers. ESPN Plus at last count was somewhere around 4 million. So it's behind a paywall, so they're going to need to really push this far and wide, try to get some of these guys probably, during their training camp, they'll probably have to do that onto the different respective shows. And with Tyson Fury going to have his training camp in Las Vegas, Deontay Wilder, he also will be having his training camp in America. There is some scope to get the two to do some different promotional work, but hopefully their commitments aren't too big, because they will need to train hard. This is a very big fight for the heavyweight division. It may not necessarily be the biggest or most anticipated in years, as Tyson Fury says, but it is one of the biggest, if not the biggest fight set for 2020 so far. It's going to be a good fight. I mean, this really comes down to the same equation for me. Can Deontay Wilder knock Tyson Fury out? Can Tyson Fury go 12 rounds without taking something big? We already saw in the first fight that Fury got clipped twice, in round 9 and also round 12, but he got up. And there was the controversy around some of this, and it's not just controversy for one fighter, because a lot of people believe, in terms of the scoring, that Tyson Fury should have got the decision because he won more rounds than Wilder, where on the other side of the fence you have people who believe Deontay Wilder, because of those 2 knockdowns, should have won, but also they believe potentially there was a long count. So make of that what you will, but hopefully we will get a definitive result on February the 22nd, 2020. And at this point, I'm leaning towards Deontay Wilder. Couple of things that I've seen in recent fights from Tyson Fury, I'm just not convinced he can go 12 without getting caught. There was obviously in the 12th round against Deontay Wilder, but also the 12th round against Otto Wallin. And people forget Tyson Fury was actually, buzzed pretty badly in that final round. He did pretty well to survive. And sure, you can say, well, he had the eye, he was trying to get through that. But some of it for me as well comes down to lapses in concentration, and I just think that Deontay Wilder, if you give him the opportunity, he can take it. Happy to be proven wrong on this. I mean, I picked Wilder the first time, it was a draw, but I actually thought Fury won that first fight. So I'm picking Deontay Wilder again. How about you? What do you make of this rematch? Who's going to win and how? Let me know. Drop a comment. Loud and often. Hit like, hit subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Boxing_squared. I'm out.